and it's my fault and my hair hasn't grown. It honestly hurts because I'm not dumb. And I know these comments come. When I was studying, I worked anywhere between 2 and 4 jobs every single month, depending on how busy the month was. I was completely worn out, like to my bones, exhausted. But one thing that I did, that I held on to, that was just for me, was my wash day. Washing my hair was like my reset, my pause button, my deep breath. That's exactly what it felt like. It was one of those few things that I could do and make me feel like myself again, no matter how busy I was, no matter how tired I was, no matter how crazy things were at work or at university or at church. This was it. That's actually why I started to wear the wash and go as my main style of choice. I didn't want anything complicated. There's no 5 hour hairstyles, no bobby pins here and there, nothing, no elastic bands, nothing. I just jumped in the shower, my hands in my hair, lots of conditioner, and a brand new me was on the other side of that. And to this day, to this very day, honestly, when I wash my hair, everything feels right with the world again. I don't know how else to explain this feeling to you. It's just, this is how I feel. Same thing when I first had my baby. I had a NICU baby, went in the hospital for a long time. We came home, my baby did not sleep for her first year. Did not sleep. She cried and cried and cried all through the night. So those long nights, those sleep regression nights, all I had to do was wash my hair and I was fine. I was fine. But here's the catch. When you become a YouTuber, people expect certain things from you. Long hair, full hair, shiny hair, darker hair. People expect results. And if they don't see these things, they start talking and asking questions like, why isn't your hair any longer? Your hair's not growing any longer. Why is your hair, always in the wash and go? Why aren't you protective styling to grow your hair out? It's because you're doing the wash and go. It's drying. It's all these things. And I get it. I really do. People are watching and maybe they're expecting me to perform, but the truth is I don't do my hair for YouTube. I do the most boring things with my hair again and again and again and again and again. So I'm shocked that people actually watch my channel and subscribe because I rinse and repeat the same things. Yes, I would like to grow my hair out and my hair is sitting on my shoulders. I've said this countless times on this channel. That would be like, yes, thank you, Lord. Lord Jesus, come now. That is what that would feel like. I would like my wash and go sitting on my shoulders. That is my all-time goal. But along the way to reaching my goal, I've made decisions that probably made that goal harder to reach. And guess what? I don't regret it. There were days when I wash my hair, and it's not even a wash day. It's not in my growth plan. It's just because that's how I feel. I want to feel fresh. I want to wash outside off of me. I don't know how to explain this feeling to you. I want to feel clean. I want to feel ready for the weekend or ready for the week. Ready for life, ready for the world, ready for my bed. And I just go wash my hair for that reason. The moment the water hits my head, oh my word, the smell of clean hair, the feeling of starting again, I like that feeling. And here's something I never expected to happen when I first went natural. I never expected to actually like my hair. I didn't think I would. I did not become natural to like my hair, to embrace myself. No, I went natural because I'd wrecked my hair. My hair was damaged. It was relaxed. Blow dried it and straightened it several times a week. Then I went and bleached it and I colored it. You name it, I did it. I did everything. I wanted to stop the damage, so I big chopped. I wasn't expecting to be happy, to feel any kind of joy or relief or anything. So I was surprised that when I looked at my hair, I liked my hair. And from then on, doing my hair became a little love letter that I wrote to myself. It became like a little ritual that I did. I would come back from work and I'll just jump in the shower and do my hair. Oh my gosh. My hair was something I could do, something I liked to do, something I could afford, something that was for me, that made me feel like me. And I don't want to sound all kumbaya on you today. This is not what I'm doing. No, but this is how I feel about my hair. So when I see comments telling me that my hair is stuck because I refuse to wear protective styles, to do this and do that, and it's my fault and my hair hasn't grown, it honestly hurts because I'm not dumb. And I know these comments come from a kind place. People are looking out for me. But I've read the science. I understand it. I know what the best practice is for hair that looks like mine, for growth, for length retention. But sometimes doing what makes you happy is more important than doing what is optimal. I've bleached my hair, I've colored it, I've relaxed it, then chopped it all off, went natural, then hennaed it. I've worn my hair consistently in a wash and go since April 2016, more times than I can count. And of all of these moments, I have felt alive. I have taken pictures. I have made memories. Not because it was trendy or to prove a point that, ha ha ha, if you have hair like mine, you can wear wash and go. No, but because it was something that made me feel alive. And sometimes the damage is part of the process. Now let's be real, bleach, one of the worst things you can do to your hair. I'm sure you already know this. It breaks down the outer layer of the hair, makes the hair porous so that, it can accept the color, reduces the strength of the hair. That's not my opinion, that's just science. I know that. I knew that before I went and bleached and colored my hair. Same with henna. Henna binds so tightly to the keratin in your hair, it's like hair tattoo. It's almost impossible to lift or to reverse, right? My experience with henna was honestly terrible. It was awful. It was awful. And yes, the wash and goes can be damaging. It can increase the likelihood of knots, blah, blah. I get it. More mechanical stress to my already fragile, already thin type 4 strands compared to stretch styles. I get it, but I did them anyway because I was making a choice to enjoy my hair and not just preserve my hair for later in the future when I get older, right? I was making a choice. So when you see me rocking a wash and go every single week, it's not because I don't know better. It's because I do, and I've still chosen to do what brings me joy, what makes me happy, so that I'm not frustrated with everything in my life every week. I'm not trying to be political. I'm not trying to send a message across. No, I just like my hair. I like how it looks, like how messy it can get. I like it. And just like my life, my hair has its own journey. It's not supposed to be perfect. Sometimes it's about making decisions that are not ideal, but are 100% right for you and where you are in life right now. So my wash and go journey started with me just being frustrated with my life and many things around my life. Then I started to wear my hair and I started to like it. I graduated with my PhD in biomedical science in this hair. I got married in this hair, had my baby in this hair, bought a lot of things, accomplished a lot of things, chopped it off, cut it off, henna did this, did that. I've traveled in this hair. I've started jobs, finished jobs, started businesses, stopped them, closed shop. So when people say that my hair looks stuck, I think, stuck? Really? Because this hair has lived through life. It has moved through my life. It has lived through my life. And maybe that's your story too. Maybe you are looking at your hair thinking, it should be longer by now. It should be thicker by now. I do all the things. You've been trying to be consistent with your routine. You've been on schedule. You've got the tools. You've got the products. You've got everything. You've paid for courses even. You've paid for masterminds. You have done a lot of things. You've invested a lot of time and energy, but maybe the results are not what you imagined. But know that the journey still counts. The trial and error counts. The lessons learned, all of those count. And dare I say that even the damage counts because it shows that you have tried. Here's what I have to offer to you today. It's okay to do what makes sense for you, for your life, for right now. It's okay to take risks with your hair. It's fine. It's okay if the bleach didn't work out. It's okay if the color faded and you can't afford to do a touch-up. It's okay if the henna made your hair feel like straw, like hay. It's okay if the extensions dried out your hair or, thinned out your edges. It's okay if your hair looks stuck because you're wearing a wash and go just like me. It's okay if you're stuck to wearing a wash and go every week because it made you feel beautiful, even if it slowed down your length retention. It was still worth it. Now, don't get me wrong. Doesn't mean that you should ignore your goals and just do whatever, whatever. Que sera, sera. Is that the saying? Whatever will be, will be? No, not at all. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we need to weigh out the risks and the benefits, and we need to make decisions that serve us right now. That's what matters the most. That's what I'm trying to say. That's all that matters. That's it. We have different goals, we have different needs, different budgets, different living conditions, right? If you don't have access to go shower and wash your hair 3 times a week, then I understand why you can't do it. We have different priorities. So whether you are relaxed or you are wearing your hair in twists or you are rocking a protective style for months and months and months, or you live in a wash and go, just know this. The point isn't only perfection and length retention, it is intention. And if the decision was intentional, if it brought you ease, if it brought you joy, if it brought you confidence, and even just a moment of peace in a stressful week, then yes, 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 then the damage might have been worth it. At least that's what I think. That's what I think. And so if you've been feeling shame or guilt or feeling behind in your natural hair journey, I hope you believe that too. It was all worth it.